Hello guys, today we are going to learn Hellenism and then we will explain its relation to romantic poet John Keats. Well, do not waste time and let's move on and discuss it. Etymologically speaking, the term Hellenism is derived from the word Hellene, which means Greek. Therefore, the term Hellenism refers to Greek literature and spirit, or love for Greek art, literature, and way of life. Well, the question arises in the mind that why this term is associated with John Keats, and why once Shelley said Keats was a Greek, and in what sense Keats, the Englishman, was a Greek. So, the answer is in all romantic poets, Keats is the only one poet who is highly inspired by Greek culture, Greek literature, and the way of life of the Greek. So that is why the term Hellenism is associated with John Keats. Because in his poetry the elements of Greek literature, art, and spirit are existed in abundance. Whenever you study John Keats, his poetry, so you will find Hellenism. Hellenism refers to the spirit of Greek and love for Greek literature or the spirit of Greek. So you can find it a lot. So what are the elements of Hellenism existed in Keats' poetry? So let me explain it one by one. The first element is Keats loves beauty like the Greeks. What does it mean by this statement? It means, is all of you know that Keats is the lover of beauty. In his poetry, he presented beauty in abundance. Similarly, it was Greeks who considered the expression of beauty is the aim of all art. Basically, like the Greeks, he takes childlike pleasure in the forms, colors, and sounds of nature. As Greeks were interested just like child in things like colors, sounds, and shape of nature. So similar is the case with John Keats. And Keats' love of art can be described easily if we give reference to his famous ode to Grecian, because it were the figures of Grecian that compelled Keats to write the ode on Grecian. The second element is Greek legends and stories. What does it mean by Greek legends and stories? It means that Keats loves Greek legends and stories because themes of his poetry are based on Greek stories. For example, the themes of his major works like Endymion, Hyperion, Ode to Psyche are taken from the Greek origins. Actually, the poems which are not based on Greek stories are full of allusions of Greek mythology. There are many poems which may not be based on Greek stories or legends, but you can find a lot of allusions of Greek mythology. So this is also the element of Hellenism, and which is existed in John Keats. Personifying the power of nature. What does it mean by this statement? It is meant that Keats is Greek in manner of personifying the power of nature. Along with that, he is Greek in the manner of his response to the appeal of nature. Because the Greeks perceived divinity behind every object of external world, so Keats also applied the same idea and derived the same pleasure in it. I think you are not getting the point, but don't worry, let me give you an example. For example, in his famous poem Ode to Autumn, the autumn is personified as a gleaner. A gleaner is a woman who collects grains from the field when the crops have been removed. Simplicity and directness of expression. What does it mean by this statement? Simply, it means that it was the characteristics of Greek poetry to be simple and direct in expression. So, this characteristic is also exists in Keats. He also has epigrammatic terseness and brevity of Greeks, as Greeks were epigrammatic and terse in expression. So Keats is also alike.